Hello, my friends. Mr. Luis here with another little tidbit of technology. We're going to talk about Zoom real briefly and how you can create a meeting, recurring meeting. This is something that you would have on a daily, weekly, or any time of the moment that you want to start a meeting without having to create a brand new one. So you're going to have a meeting that's already in the system. All you got to do is start it. It's going to be a couple options: how to allow people to come in directly into the meeting, and how to have a waiting room in which you, the host, can allow people to come in on an individual basis. So the first thing we're going to do is go into our Zoom account. We go to our meetings tab, and we're going to create a new meeting. Okay, schedule a new meeting. We're going to start from scratch. I got a bunch of them here. So for this topic, let's say I am going to have a meeting for some colleagues at work. So we're going to call it work. We're going to call it work meeting. Work meeting. So it's pretty broad, correct? And here you can put a little description if you want to. It could be there for such and such company or whatever the case may be. I usually leave that open, but if you want to put some details about that meeting. Now, the date here, this is when you don't worry about this right now. If you have a free account like I do, just leave this in 1 hour. Zoom will shut you off about 40 minutes into the meeting. Sometimes I've seen though that the meeting goes past the 40 minutes. So I'm not sure why Zoom does that, but I just leave it in 1 hour and 0 minutes. Here, recurring meeting. This is where you're going to select recurring meeting. Now it's going to tell you, okay, you want a daily, weekly, or such and such. You're going to choose no fixed time. So now I got rid of the time zone, I got rid of the date and everything else. It's just going to make it whenever you want to start this meeting, all you got to do is start meeting. So now under the password, I usually, if it's not a critical meeting where you're going to be dealing with a lot of sensitive information, I keep it very simple. I go A, B, C, D. Okay, nothing complicated. Or it could be a combination of numbers and letters. You put that to whatever you want to. On the video, yeah, you definitely want to have the host and the participants to have video. But if you don't, you can turn it off. For most meetings, certainly it's good to have video. Now, this is the part, the meeting options. Enable waiting room. Here's if I uncheck this, people that go to the meeting and put the meeting ID and the password will go right into the meeting. If I click this on, people who put the ID and the password into the meeting will have to go to a waiting room and they get a message saying, wait for the host to admit you. Okay, so this all depends on what you want to do. Since this is a meeting for co-workers, and let's say I know them very well, then I'm going to go ahead and unclick this. So people can just go directly to the meeting. If it's my family members, I would do the same thing. If it's a meeting that I'm inviting the public for a demo or for a talk or a workshop or something like that, and I'm not sure who's going to be coming, I would certainly click this on so I can manually admit the people as they come in. This is enable join before the host in case people want to join and wait for you to start the meeting. I usually have that turned off. So this is going to be a meeting for people that I know, so I'm not going to put the waiting room. I'm going to hit save, and then the meeting is ready to start. Here's my thing, work meeting. It's a recurring meeting. The meeting ID, the password I can see it, ABCD. This is going to be the link that you're going to send. If I need to make any changes, I can go to edit this meeting and be able to make the changes needed and then save it again. If I'm ready to start the meeting, let's say right now I send an email to my coworkers and say, hey, we're going to meet at 2 o'clock on Wednesday. And it's about, I send the email first, and with the email I'm going to send them, I'm going to copy this invitation right here. And all I got to do is copy this right here. Now, I don't have to put Mr. Luis. I just go right click, copy. I'm going to copy this, and on my email, let's say I'm on my email right now, this is my Outlook or my Gmail, I would plop it in here and say on the top, hello, remember our meeting. Thanks. And then work meeting. Now this is the recurring meeting. I will go ahead and remove that. And here I would just say, the meeting's going to be Wednesday at 2 p.m. So I could, that way when they get the email, they know that the meeting is going to be Wednesday, 2 p.m. And I go and I start the meeting about 1:55 or so. So you can just change. This is what I would just copy this and paste that into my Outlook or Gmail and send that to the group of people I am trying to invite. So once we start the meeting, I'm not going to save this. So let's say I'm ready to start the meeting. It's about time. I go to start. I'm going to go open my Zoom. And then I'm going to show you what happens here. Since I did not ask for the waiting room, here's my meeting. I'm going to go to my meeting participants. Okay, I'm not going to be able to start the video because I am recording this. Okay, but I can still have it this way. So I'm going to go to my participants right here. It's myself. So I'm going to log in to this meeting right now. Let me see. What was the meeting ID? I got to go get it from here. The meeting ID is, okay, 83838, okay, 838 7646 7646. I'm joining on my phone. 0935. Okay. So I join in, and then the password was what? I said the password was ABCD. Okay, so let's go to. So I go into my phone now. I said password ABCD. I click OK. Now on my side, I went right in. See that? That's me again. Hey, hello. I'm twice here. This is me, the host. This is me, the attendant. So this is how you could probably do these things. Now, once you're inside the meeting, look how neat. You can go here to your settings, to security, and then here you can, even the meeting is running, you can always go ahead and enable the waiting room. Now let's see what happens. Now I'm going to go ahead and leave the meeting as the guest. Okay. I'm going to leave the meeting. I'm out of here. So I'm going to go join the meeting again. But this time I put the enable the waiting room. So I'm going to go back 838. Okay, and password was ABCD. Okay, let's see what happens here. So I'm back to my participants. I'm going to join in as a guest. And what happens here? Let's check it out. Ooh, now it says one person is waiting. And I, as a host, can go like, Luis, I think I know this guy. He's legit. I'm going to go ahead and admit him. Or I can say remove. So if I hit admit, then the person joins in with their video feed and audio feed. And here I am. I'm joining in. Here it is. So I can change the waiting room right from security, or I can go ahead and edit the meeting in general from Zoom, from my meetings Zoom tab. So that's how you can do these things. Also here in security, you can allow participants to share the screen. This is important if you want somebody to be able to share their work and the stuff they're doing. Otherwise, they won't be able to do that. Only the host can do that. Same thing with chatting and renaming themselves. You can say on or off. Okay, you can do this on the security feature of Zoom. Once you're done with the meeting, you can say, okay guys, thank you so much. It was wonderful. We're gonna end the meeting. Click end and then end for all. And that's all we have to do here. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section of the video, and is happy to be able to tell you about these features of Zoom. Have a wonderful day.